Welcome back to Morrowind Game of the Year edition, and today we will be continuing on with the main quest right after we complete two side quests. And we'll start the side quest by first talking to a lady in the Great Bazaar, and I think this is her here, Miss Marina Gilneth. Meet someone new. So, no time to talk, I'm afraid. There's much work to be done. Yes, much to do. No time for silly fancies like drinking, dancing, but what I wouldn't give to meet someone new. Yes, that's right. Believe it or not, I have no intention of working here when I came to Mournhold. It's quite a sob story. Are you sure you want to hear it? Sure. Well, it's mostly my fault, really. I grew up in a small village in the south of Morrowind. They cared for me a great deal and only wanted the best for me. But when they arranged my marriage to a wealthy nobleman, I couldn't take it. He was disgusting, and I wanted nothing to do with him. So I ran away and ended up here in Mournhold. I was convinced that I was able to find the man of my dreams, only it hasn't worked out that way. I was foolish about it, to be sure. I never considered that I'd need money to survive on my own. I was determined, though, not to go crawling back to the village and beg for forgiveness from my parents and that loathsome man. I'd make it on my own, and only then would I contact my parents and let them know where I was. So I started working, and now that's all I do. I never have time to meet anyone. Let me know if you meet any nice single men, will you? Alright, keep an eye out for interesting single men I might meet in Mournhold. So, let's run on around here. I think there's a few different options for this quest, but the one that we're gonna go for is gonna be the guy in the trader. If I can find the trader. Pawnbroker. There should be a feller in here, this guy right here, that will take her out.
You have a question.
Hello there, I suppose you've come to trade, and that's fine with me. Azura knows there's little else in the world worth doing. None of the rest of it matters. Adventuring, fame, women, it's all pointless. Are we friends, Nomad? No, we're not, and I kindly ask to mind your own business. So let's make him like us. Alright, that should be good enough. Tell me about your women. Bah, women. There's no happiness to be found. No lasting happiness, anyway. It's all a sham. Oh, I didn't always think so. I had a wife once, and was madly in love with her, but then my foolishness took her away, and now here I am, bitter, alone, and tired of life. I'll have little else to do with women, that's for sure. Foolishness. That's what it was, all right. The folly of youth, had dreams, aspirations. I foolishly followed them, and took my wife to Bardenfell for what was supposed to be a great adventure. I paid for my foolishness, paid in full. Unfortunately, my wife was made to pay as well. She caught the blight shortly after arriving, and her frail constitution couldn't handle it. I lost her to the damned disease, and it ruined me. No one could replace her. None of the women ever known I've ever known could ever replace her. Okay, so women. What of it, Breton? You think there's anyone that could ever compare to my Drolasa? Drolasa. How does that sound familiar? What about Marina Gilneth? Who? Marina Gilneth? I don't know her. Don't particularly care to either, but fine. If it'll get you to leave me alone, then I'll meet her. It'll be a waste of time, though. Alright, so where Marina Gilneth? Can I speak to you about her? Can I speak to you about her? I thought I was supposed to be. Oh, there. Now what? Is it about that Marina Gilneth woman again? Can't you just leave well enough alone, no matter? Why must you continue to pester me about this? What about her? Just go talk to her and get it over with. I have work to attend to, and this is taking up far too much of my time. Alright, so let's go talk to her. Is that her? Surely not. No, that's on the other side.
Go ahead.
There she is.
The show is late.
What was her name?
This weather's awful. I don't know how the bazaar is staying open. Oh, have you met someone, Nomad? I have to tell you up front that I'm very apprehensive about all this. I'm taking a big risk here, not to mention that I need to leave work for a bit. So you'd better be right about this. If you found someone who's all wrong for me, I'll simply never forgive you. You sure you want to do this? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, Nomad. What's his name? Sunel Halas. Sunel Halas, you say? I think I've heard the name before, but can't remember where. Okay, I'm really trusting your judgment, Nomad. Tell him to meet me at the Winged Guar 2 days from now. I hope he's nice. Alright. So now we just go back to Sunel and the trader and tell him about Marina and meeting in the Guar. Oop, wrong one. Marina's asked me to set up a meeting with Sunel for her. Alright, Sunel. I don't know why I'm even discussing this. There's no way this is going to work out. It'll just end in heartbreak. Very well, Nomad. I'll meet her. What about her, Nomad? You think you have some brilliant words of wisdom to impart to me? Don't act so depressed. Try to be optimistic. You might surprise yourself. Don't act depressed. Come on now. I guess you're right. I can't live in the past forever, and Marina certainly doesn't deserve that kind of attitude. Thanks, Nomad. Alright, so now it's in 2 days that they'll meet there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just come outside here and I'm gonna wait for 2 days. And if everything goes according to plan, then I should get the bipolar blade from Sunel. I'm gonna wait 4 hours just to make it daylight, even though it's Ashthorn, so it's not really helping anything. There we go. Alright. Go into the trader. Okay, he's not here. So he must be out on his date still.
You have a question?
I don't think I'm supposed to go to the Winged Guar. So let me do another rest. Or wait, that is, for 24 hours. Alright, and maybe he'll return. We'll have returned now. There he is. Surely. I guess I have to rethink my opinion on a lot of things, don't I, Nomad? Nomad, I don't know what to say. Marina is just what I needed in my life, but without your help, I'd been too blind to see it. Thank you so much. I know it's wrong to offer you something as if in payment, but I want you to take this. It's sort of valuable, I guess, except that no one has ever wanted it. And well, just take it and think of me or something. I don't know. I'm not very good at this sentimental stuff. The bipolar blade. Alright, so we got the bipolar blade now, and the bipolar blade is a long blade, really powerful, but it's got a confusing cast when strikes, so thus the name. And also, since the meeting went well, apparently, Marina has now moved in upstairs.
Perfect day in Mornhold.
There you are, Nomad. I have to thank you for helping me find Sunel. Oh, Nomad, there's no need to worry about that. I doubt I'll ever need to think about such a thing again. So, everything, all's well that ends well. And we got the bipolar blade, so now we just need one more artifact and we're good to go. And that artifact is going to be the Mace of Slurring. And this quest here is a bit different. A bit more unorthodox, I think, is a good way to say it. This is a quest that honestly I did it before and I've done it. The only reason I knew about it was because of a strategy guide. So I am going to follow a strategy guide for this quest, just as a forewarning that this is not coming out of memory, and mostly because getting it started is tricky in my opinion. It's like if you talk to the person, then they'll attack you. And so, yeah, you probably end up killing them and missing the quest or something like that. So, but what we're going to do is, I don't know which one of these places it is actually. We're looking for Golan Sadri in the Sadri Manor, I think, is what the thing is. Might be this one. Vacant Manor. Oh, maybe that one. And Doreen. So that's not it either. There it is, over there. Far side.
Mornold, city of
How
light,
Alexia
city
protect
of
us,
magic.
if she still can.
Are you an acquaintance of Galena Sadri? If so, perhaps you have better luck talking to her than we have. Poor dear, we've done what we can for her, but she's not right in the head. No idea what could have happened. She was always such a sweet girl, and now she's just babbles to herself when she's not lashing out at one of us.
I've heard talk up at the temple, and it's not good.
Get out now.
Okay. I think you should speak with Galena Sadri before I say anything. It'll be clear to you that way. I know you. You're one of them. You can't fool me. Well, you'll never get your hands on it. It's safe from the likes of you, from all you thieves. There's nothing for you here. Just get out now. Get out. I have met Galena Sadri. When I spoke with her, she accused me of wanting to steal from her and said I'll never get my hands on it. I have no idea what it is. I'm sorry you had to see that. She's been like this for months now, and no one can seem to get through to her. We have no idea what it is or why she became so paranoid about it. Any attempts to discuss the matter with her have ended badly, some even violently. That's why we bring a guard with us when we visit. As a friend of the family, I can't just leave her to her own devices. I've heard, however, that she was seen talking to Elbert Nurmak recently. Perhaps that he might know more. He's the enchanter working over at the Craftsman's Hall. I have no idea what business she would have with him, but if she's been making the effort to visit him, then perhaps he may have some insight as to her condition. Could you talk to him, Nomad, and ask about Galena Sadri? I'd go myself, but I feel like I really should remain here to comfort her. Okay, so we're going to run over to the Craftsman Hall and talk to Elbert Nurmak. Alright, not too far a walk, but get on over here. Quest of Madness. Maybe Shira Gorad has something to do with it. I don't know. Well, technically I do know, but like I said, I'm reading a guide on this one because it's a little
Should you need something,
wild.
I would be happy to oblige.
Galena Sadri. No, I want nothing to do with her. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to go see her. I'm not going anywhere near her again after what happened. It was fine when she first showed up, asking about enchantments and such, but when she had me look at those strange devices, it was clear I'd gotten in over my head. Yes, as I said, it started out with simple questions. She'd show up every now and then, acting a little odd, asking about what would be involved in enchanting various sorts of objects. I assumed she had a passing interest in the subject until she begged me to visit her manor to help her with something she was working on. There were more than a dozen of them strewn about the place. I'd never seen anything like them before. Maybe they were Dwemer in origin. I stepped closer to one to get a better look, and it shocked me, badly at that. It took several hours to regain the feeling in my left arm. At the time, I stumbled and fell, only to hear her laughing maniacally. When she was upset that they weren't strong enough. When I'd recovered a bit, I tried asking what she was up to, and she exploded at me, accusing me of being a spy, of trying to steal from her. She ran me out of the manor, and I haven't spoken to her since, which suits me just fine. Elbert told me the story of his last few encounters with Galena. She has acquired some sort of devices, possibly Dwemer in origin, that can be deadly if approached. Nirmac seemed to think she'd lost her mind. Alright, so let's get on back over there to see what the guy has to say about this new revelation here. Oop, gotta get out the door. Uh-oh.
Out of our mouths,
Nomad, you've got to do something. I stepped out for a bit of fresh air only to hear the door locked behind me. There was horrible screaming a few minutes ago, but it's gone all quiet now, and no one has answered when I pounded on the door. We've got to get in there. I met Alvin outside Sadri Manor. Someone locked him out, and he heard screaming from inside. He's asked me to investigate. Alright. Lock level 90. Alright, that's quite a powerful lock right there. I mean, I guess with a key it's not really that much, but nothing compared to us. Alright, so the guard is gone and the lady is gone. And the guard is dead. And we got another set of armor, I guess. I'm not going to keep it on me, I'm just going to drop it. I want to take it off of him, just make sure it doesn't disappear. And there's a trap door. Residential sewers. I've discovered a trap door in the lower levels of Sadri Manor. Galena Sadri is nowhere to be found, and someone has murdered the guard. And there's the other lady. Journal's been updated. I have found the corpse of Tadera Andulis, Galena Sadri's friend. She appears to have had her throat cut. That's not good. Not good at all. This is the Forgotten Sewer. Okay, so we got a trap door there under the crates. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got a crank here. We'll turn it and the water rises so that we can jump in and should be able to get to the bottom. Should be able to get through that door now. Forgotten sewers. Probably gonna need our water breathing here. Forgotten sewers. Oh! Oh, wow. Okay, so that does a lot of damage. So be careful around those. Just run past as fast as possible. Got two of them here, so we'll just run directly for the door. Two more. Got hit by one of them. Where do we go? So go this way. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa! Almost killed me there. I guess I really don't have to heal. There's like 4 of them there. Jeez. Okay. Let's just leave those chests alone. I don't need anything that badly. It's like there's 3 of them here. Let's run this side. Resisting magic is good. Looks like there's somebody over there. You again. God, I've rid myself of the others. None of you will get it. It's mine, I tell you. All mine. And she's got on glass armor, so she's not very bad. Daedric bow as well, so of note. I've killed Galena Sadric. Daedric bow and the Mace of Slurring. So there's the Mace of Slurring, and it's going to be our next artifact. Drain Speechcraft. Poison grip arrows. Paralyzed 20 seconds. So that would have paralyzed me, which was, that would have been bad. Take all the glass armor. And yeah, that's all there really is to this mission here. I think. But once you get the Mace of Slurring and you kill Galena, that's all there is to do. Nice arena down here that they gave her, all to herself. But we'll run back. Once again, if you're not as high level as my character is, you should be very careful when fighting Selena, or Golena, I mean. And also running through those things, because they will kill you very quickly. And also, I'm still running the Royal Signet Ring, so I've got a lot of health regeneration, along with 100% Reflect and 100% Paralyzation resist. So, just as some heads ups. Heads up. And you can actually let the water down back here too, it looks like. Oh, or maybe not. I don't know. I guess you can't let it down and be able to get out. Just an interesting little side quest though. Not much to it other than that. It's a wild little story though. Sad about her friend as well, getting her throat slit by her. I guess the Mace of Slurring is just it does something. Something to the person and drives them mad or something, I don't know. But let's talk to Alvin. Have you any news, Nomad? Oh dear, poor Tadera, poor Galena. If only there were something more we could have done for her. But I understand, Nomad. You had no choice but to defend yourself. You did the right thing. She was too detached from reality to recognize you, or probably anyone for that matter. Don't feel guilty.
Walk in her mercy.
Well, no worries. I don't feel guilty at all, so too far gone to save. Alright, so now that we have our two artifacts, though, the Bipolar Blade and the Mace of Slurring, we're going to go back to the Museum of Artifacts and turn them in.
Welcome to the Morrowind Museum of Artifacts.
Bipolar Blade. Legend has it that a nobleman sank his fortune into creating a blade of supreme power. Two smiths on the opposite ends of Tamriel created each half of the blade, unaware of the other, with the hope that no one man save the owner of the blade would know its true power. Unfortunately, the smiths were not given enough instruction and created halves with enchantments that completely negated each other. Do you wish to part with it, Nomad? I can offer you 20,000 for it. Let's see here. So, I don't want to do that yet. I want to ask about the pieces of the blade. If I can find it, or one piece. Compensation. Bring me a couple quality pieces and I'll be happy to help you. Alright, let's save first because I'm not sure how you're supposed to give it to her. I'm going to try selling it to her first, just so we get something out of it, but I don't. Alright, so let's talk to her about the bipolar blade. Legend has it the nobleman sank his fortune into creating a blade of supreme power. Two smiths on the opposite ends of Tamriel created each half of the blade, unaware of the other, with the hope that no one man, save the owner of the blade, would know its true power. Unfortunately, the smiths were not given enough instruction and created halves with enchantments that completely negated each other. Do you wish to part with it? Nomad, I can offer you 20,000 for it. Donate it. Very well, it will take up a place in our collection, likely a place towards the back. Thank you, Nomad. And then the Mace of Slurring. Yes, it's a rather odd piece. From what I've gathered, it was crafted near the end of the Second Age by Kyenka, a slightly deranged Altimer weaponsmith and enchanter. He had a rather warped sense of humor and apparently delighted at the thought of reducing opponents to a gibbering mess before crushing them to death. The mace has admittedly seen little use. Do you wish to part with it? I can offer you 10,000 gold for it. Donate it. Thank you, Nomad. It will take up a special place in our museum, somewhere upstairs perhaps, somewhere dark as well. So are you going to give us the... You've already been quite a friend to the museum. I'll give you the piece. I'm classifying it as a Dwemer battle shield. As I said, I'm not sure what to make of it. The spike attached to the front of the shield seems to be loose, but a competent smith can probably take care of that for you. Good luck to you, and if you're able to recreate the blade of Nerevar, I'd love to see the finished product. Well, I don't know what else to call it. You should probably have a smith look at it, though. Alright, so, let's, we can actually put it on. That's pretty cool. But you can see the spike in the front, which is actually what we are wanting. And also, let's look around the museum real quick. I think most things are empty, but we can see they put the mace out here. Mace of Slurring. And then the other one would be upstairs somewhere.
Within reason.
Plus that big hammer. Up here it is. Bipolar blade. Once again. So they put them on display when you sell it to them. And then this right here is Stendarr's hammer. And you might think you would want to come up here and try to steal this, but think again, look at the weight. You would have to be extremely powerfully strong with tons of enchantments to pick the thing up. Alright, and as for the smith, because I have made substantial contributions to your museum, Teresa has allowed me to use the use of the Dwemer battle shield. She also tells me that the spike attached to the front of the shield seems to be a bit loose and I might have a competent smith fix it. Well, luckily this competent smith is right here in the craftsman's hall. I think.
Need custom armor? I'm the one you want.
Welcome.
An odd construction to be sure. Let me see. As I thought, these two pieces aren't supposed to be attached. Looks like a regular Dwemer shield with this other piece attached. Hope you didn't pay too much for that shield, friend. It's nothing special as far as I can see. The other piece is interesting though. Dwemer in origin, but unlike anything I've seen before. So, alright. After taking the shield to the smith, I've been told that the smith on the spike on the shield was not part of the original design and that it looks like it belonged to a weapon. I believe it to be one of the missing pieces of the blade. Alright, and now we got just a regular shield and a broken paper doll. Just take it off, I don't really care to have it on, but we've got odd Dwemer weapon, and then we should have two pieces Dwemer blade piece, and Dwemer blade piece. So now we're gonna go back to Alexia to get the sword repaired, I think.
It's another perfect. Come, bathe in the light of my mercy.
Greetings, my dear servant. You are to forge the blade of Nerevar once again. The best weaponsmith in all of Tamriel resides in my city. When you have recovered the pieces of the blade, seek out the finest among the craftsmen and press him into our service. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have left that guy. I need to go all the way back to him in God's Reach. Luckily, God's Reach is not that far away.
Speak the truth. Need custom armor. I'm the one you want.
What do you want? I'm here to make weapons, not chat. Forge the blade. You've got some interesting pieces there. I can work with this. Make the best blade you've ever seen. Not that I figure you know a dye katana from a butter knife. Come back in 2 days' time, and I'll have your blade. Now leave me alone. Alright. Well, there we go. Let's just stay here and wait, actually. So, 2 days.
Must you? This is so tiresome.
Need custom
Alright.
armor. I'm the one
Should
you
be
want.
done.
Be forever
Here's your blade, and before you ask, I don't know why it doesn't burn. I'm a smith, not an enchanter. You want Dwemer enchantments on this thing, talk to a Dwemer. How do I talk to a Dwemer? I know, they're all dead, but look, I've heard rumors of a powerful Dwemer mystic, Radek Dung Thumbs, that lived in Bamz. He's long gone, but maybe some of his writings still exist. You can find any of them, I'll see what I can do for you. Says he cannot enchant the blade, but he suggests I visit the ruins of Bamz and seek the writings of Dwemer mystic Radek Stungmathuns. If I can return with some of the writings, Grogluck believes he may be able to enchant the blade for me. Alright, so time to go back to the Dwemer ruins.
Justice never sleeps.
Real quick, we're gonna run back to the temple real quick first. We know what we gotta do. We gotta go to the ruins, but I'm gonna drop all this excess stuff because we're getting pretty heavy. And that should be good. Let's go over here first. I don't think we came over here last time. Locked level 70. Another Dwemer satchel. Old Dwemer book. Old Dwemer oil. Dwemer book. Axe. Bunch of stuff down here. And armor. Alright, so nothing else over here. And we're gonna just run on back and head on down to Radix Forge, since that's what we're looking for. And if you don't remember, Radix Forge is a place down in this ruin. We passed through it earlier, so. If only I remembered which way was there. I think it's this way. Nope, it's not this way. We'll come back and explore this place later. For now, we're gonna keep on moving. Radix Forge, alright. Maybe, well, that's different. Radic. Okay, so we get to talk to him then. What are you doing down here? Leave an old spirit to his haunts. You want to talk to a Dwemer mystic. Ha! Look, I'm no mystic. Wasn't when I was alive either. I'm a soldier, kid. Plain and simple. Sure, I made weapons for my troops. No secret there. I'm no mystic, though. But you say you want to add fire to that blade? Well, if that's all you want to do, you don't need a mystic. Well, I can take care of that for you. We'll need some pyroil tar, though. Used to have some around here, but that was a long time ago. You can find it in the lower caves of norenen-dur in the citadel of Min-dur. It's an old ruin far beneath Bamz. I swear no one is happy with the simple blade that cleaves bone. Anyways, always need the special effects. Deep, deep caves, an old Daedric ruin, full Dunmer, worshipping those beasts. I say kill 'em all. It used to be a good spot for all sorts of resources, though. Of course, that was when there were any of us left who needed them. You can find the place through the cave-in at the passage of the Walker. Take care, though, down there, youngster. No telling what you may run into. You might discover a new way to die. That'd be something at least. You should be able to find some pyroil tar, though. Bring that back to me. So, passage of the Walker. Or cave in at passage of the Walker. So where is passage of the Walker at? Is that where I came from? Passage of Whispers. So I guess you just keep going. Alright, there we go. Passage of the Walker. And apparently there's another cave in here somewhere. Might be, I think I actually might have looked at it closely when I ran the first time. There it is. Yep. Knew there was a good reason to keep those satchel charges. Norenen-dur. Norenen-dur. Maybe I can soul trap some stuff down here. Or maybe not. Seems like it's safe. The teeth that gnash. The grand stare. And a door. So, actually, this is where we're going to call it for today, guys. I hope you're enjoying this, and I'll see you in the next one when we finally complete the Blade of Nerevar. And I'll see you then.